Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can make a print using your styrofoam printing plate. So before I get started with the printing, I need to make sure I have all the correct materials. Today you'll need a scrap piece of paper to keep the table clean. I can tell this is a scrap piece of paper because it's a little faded on the edge. I'll also need my printing plate. So this is my finished printing plate. I've already carved in all the places to make my picture. And when I touch the printing plate, it feels nice and bumpy. That way you know you'll get a nice image. I'll also need one piece of paper for making my print. I chose this nice light blue color paper. And you'll also need the printing ink, which is kept in this plastic tray, and you'll need this roller, which is called a brayer. We'll use the brayer to spread the paint onto this plastic tray, and then we'll put it on our printing plate. So if you're the first person to use the paint, it'll be in a big blob like this. So what we'll have to do is just spread it out on the tray. Right now it's kind of sticky, but that's okay. We'll just keep going until it's totally covering the brayer and there's no big clumps left on the plate. Okay, I think that looks good. So now I'm ready to paint my printing plate. To help keep the table clean, I'm going to keep my scrap piece of paper on the bottom, and I'm going to put my printing plate in the middle. So that's pretty even. Now I'm going to paint all of it. And we want to do this kind of quickly, otherwise the paint might dry and then your print will not be perfect. Good, I'll paint all of it. A little more. So I'm trying not to paint the scrap paper, but if you do paint the scrap paper, don't worry about it, not a problem. Good, so now all the parts that are raised on my styrofoam are covered in green. So now I'll again make sure this is in the center of the scrap paper, and I'll get my printing paper, the nicer paper, and put it right on top, and I'm lining it up with the purple paper. Great. Now I'm checking, are my hands pretty clean? If there's a little paint on them, no worries, you can just wipe it away. And I'll press down on the styrofoam, and this way all the paint will transfer onto the blue paper. So I'm just pressing down everywhere. Good. So let's see what my print looks like. Ready? Awesome. I think that looks great. So now this is wet paint, but before I'm totally finished, of course, I need to write my name. So we're going to write our names in the lower corner of the print. Now please write nice and clear so everyone can read. Miss Bunnell. And you're going to make 3 prints. So this print is called 1 out of 3. So 1 line 3. And then my next print will be 2 over 3, 2 line 3. So now what I'll do is I'll go put my finished print on the drying rack. So I'll go put it on the drying rack. And now I have this green styrofoam printing plate and my scrap paper. My scrap paper is pretty clean, so the next person can use it. If your scrap paper is getting lots of paint on it, we can just put it in the garbage and get a new scrap paper. I have lots of scrap paper. Let's say I want to change colors now. I did a nice green print. Now I want to change to maybe blue. But I just can't put the blue paint over this. What I'll need to do is clean all of the green paint off before I change colors. To make it easy to clean your printing plate, today when you're cleaning, you can get 1 Kirkland wipe. So you can just open this, get 1 wipe out of the container, and I'm just going to say, just please take 1. We don't need to use so many of them. So now you can use this wipe to clean off the plate. And this part will get messy. And you probably will need to wash your hands after, but don't worry. So just wipe all of the green paint away. And once this is nice and clean, you can do this all over again, but with a different color. Hope you have fun. Enjoy printing.